Hey, we're the last speaker, and she does not want you to be a poser. She would like you to get real. And that individual is Heather Meza from Cisco. Let's welcome her up to the stage and have her wrap this thing up. Heather.
Hi, everyone. So, a B2B BDM walks into a bar. And he says to the bartender, I'm seeking a cost-optimized, fruity beverage of the unique nature to soothe my soul. And the bartender says, what? Because people don't talk like that, right? Do you talk like that? Do you work with people that talk like that? And yet, if you look at the content that we create in a business environment, and even in some of the consumer environments, we are filling the space with bullshit, quite honestly, right? All these words that are just like draining your soul. They're complete opposite of engaging. So, when you think about the content that you're writing, one of the things that I'd like you to think about when you think about content marketing or marketing in general, think about what it is that you're really doing. Are you in B2B? Are you in B2C? Are you some other kind of acronym? Or are you in the P2P space, people to people? Because we're all human beings, and we all genuinely crave the same types of things. Think about the brands that you connect with. Think about the speakers that you connected with at this conference. Which were the ones that were your favorites? Was it the people that, were more real? I think for me it was, right? That showed some form of humanity, talked a little bit about themselves, what they did, or had children, or some other kind of, storytelling. That's the kind of thing that we need to bring to what we do, in everything we do. And it starts with the only thing you have control over, you. It starts with you being real. Throw away the work persona, is my call to action for the decade. Start being who you really are, wherever you are, whenever you are, with whomever you're engaging with. If you start behaving in this way yourself, you'll start to see a shift happening. I know that I personally, obviously, what you see is what you get, folks. And it is the most liberating and exciting thing to not have to worry about putting on some uniform, putting on some suit, practicing my jargon so that I can sound smart, and instead just going out and connecting with people. It's fun. Connecting with people is fun. Your content that you create should be fun. It should be fun to actually create it with the people you work with, and it should be fun for the people who are encountering it. We're all human beings. We crave things. How many of you went to the Rick Springfield concert last night? Yeah? Right? Oh, I gotta tell you, I had a very personal experience at that concert. I had a blast. The 12-year-old girl inside of me was just like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to see Rick Springfield. And so I was right up on that stage. And I was really enjoying it and really engaging. And I just, thought he and the band, they did a fabulous job. But at one point during the conference, or the concert rather, Rick Springfield was singing a song about human touch, which I have to admit, I'd never heard the song before. But it was really cool, and I'm listening, and I'm like, and he reached down, and he grabbed my nose, and smiled and went, I was just like, oh my God, Rick Springfield just touched me. Is that a little sweat? Wait, is that your sweat? Again, that was 12, instantly 12. But I have to tell you, knowing that I was going to come up here and speak with you guys today about this topic, I realized, I was like, I can't get it out of my head. And if it had been Simon LeBon or Dave DeHaan, I would understand. But, I wasn't like, I was a Duranian, not a Springfieldery. And so I'm like, why can I not get this out of my head? And it's because he literally engaged with me in a real, genuine, it wasn't, I mean, rock stars don't do this to 40-year-old women. I mean, what the hell was that? But you know, I've got this great story, I've got this great memory, I've got, you know, this cool feeling inside of me because I had that human interaction with a real person. And it was memorable, and it was funny, and it was interesting, and it's all the things that all these great speakers have been talking to you guys about when you think about creating your content. And what I'd like to ask you all to do is to be courageous. Be bold, be brave. Start with the thing you can control, which is yourself. Start being a real person all the time, no matter what. Kill that fake Facebook persona, come on. Have one. And just be you out there in the world, and you will inspire others. I guarantee it. And you will be able to inspire the people you work with, the company you work for, to start being human so that they can also engage with their audience. Because humans engage. B2Bs, B2Cs, bullshitty, jargony crap doesn't engage. You just cannot connect with that. It's not real. So please, all of you, go out there, be courageous, be bold, keep up the good fight around content marketing. It's not a bubble, it's not a phase, and it is pretty damn cool. Thank you so much.
All right. Show of hands, how many people did Rick Springfield actually tell?